There, we're going to do a little video walkthrough of how to sign up and complete forms in the final forms format, the website that'll let you update all of your student information digitally for any kids that you have enrolled in Mount Healthy. So the first thing we'll do is go to mthcs.org. We'll go to enrollment, then final forms. Go to mthcs.org. Over here in the top right is enrollment. We'll click enrollment. It's going to open up a new web page. You'll have to have completed the things here. You have to make sure you meet all the enrollment requirements for Mount Healthy City Schools and you have the correct school assignment that you're going to want to go to. When you have that information, you can go over to this part where it says Final Forms. Go ahead and click on Final Forms. It'll launch a new website or take you to a different website. The first time you sign in, it will look like this when you first come here. For you to create a new account, you click New Account here. You have to fill in all of your information. And if you need a translation, you can opt for it right here and it'll provide that information for you. Within about 3 minutes, you'll get an email. I'll show you what that email will look like in a moment. Because I already have an account, I'm going to go ahead and click Log In. And I've already set my information up here. So I'll just use my login information that I had set. The first time you do this, though, or if you have an issue doing this, you might need to click Forgot Your Password. If you've already created an email and it's not working for you, you might need to click that. All right. So I'll log in and it'll bring up what this will look like. Now, the first time you sign in, because I've already signed in, you'll need to confirm your date of birth. And when you confirm your date of birth, it'll let you get a password recovery email in the future. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to save that and I'm going to walk you through 2 different protocols for how you can sign up your students or you can renew information that we're going to need. So first of all, let me pause this. If you had to sign up for a new Final Forms account or you needed to reset your password, you'll get an email like this. Because I already had an account, it says click here to change your password. If you've never created an account, it'll say click here to finalize your sign up. So when you click there, it'll finalize it. You'll get a new page. It'll launch. It'll look just like roughly like this for you. What you'll do, I have 2 students in here. I have 1 student that we're going to click on and we're going to show what it would look like if they were a brand new enrollee, and the other one is going to be updating enrollment information. So I have incomplete forms for my junior high student. Let's click on my junior high student. First, I'm going to say that we'll see if my student maybe wants to they want to wrestle. So it's a boy who wants to wrestle. So later, I'll go back and I'll update the sports information. So I'm going to give them a student email. We're going to use the email that they are assigned at their mthcs.org account. So since my student is an example, we're going to say juniorhigh.student@mthcs.org. This is going to make sure they get all of the information that they need to update, communicated to them with their school email information. So we'll submit that, and that'll make sure they get the information that they need when it's time for them to sign up. So this is going to be all the information that's needed to be filled in for a student athlete. So you notice that there's all this auto-populated, and for us, since it's a mock account, this is all the information that our student sign-up coordinator already put in for us. But in the instance for yourself, this will be the student's information that you've already put in. So it'll all be different. It'll just be the information that you've assigned. Look, I now have a child. Sorry. So what we need to know here is you're going to sign up with all this information. Most of this should have auto-populated already with what you've put into your enrollment forms. Then down here, you're going to select the information that's appropriate. So as parent, the educational decision maker, yes, all of this. At the end, you need to sign it. Make sure everything through here matches the information that you want to have for your child. If anything has changed since you enrolled them in the school, you need to change that. But otherwise, you're all good. So I'll make sure I sign this with my first and last name, and it must match right here. And this is a binding document. So now I've confirmed my contact information, and we'll go through all of the information that is appropriate for a student athlete. So all their health and medical history, all of their immunizations that might need to be uploaded, and we can take a picture and upload it, or we can use our phone or our tablet if we are there, if we're going through this page on our phone or tablet. We'll go ahead and I'm just going to skip through these for now. Actually, no, I'll sign them because it's relatively quick, and then we can go through the whole process. All right, medications, any medications they take, I need to list it out, including the dosage, frequency, and reason. So for example, if they're taking an inhaler, they're going to take 1 puff per as needed for asthma. So make sure you list out that. That also includes their over-the-counter medication as well. So I take Zyrtec once a day for allergies. You need to make sure you include any major injury, hospitalization, or surgeries. Indicate if they've ever had any illness that have required medical attention, significant illnesses. And if they've ever had any surgery or serious injuries, you'll put that here. If they've been denied participation in sports or activities, it'll be there. So you see there's a lot going on here. You need to indicate the health conditions they might have, any of these things here. I can fill these in for myself. Let's go. Sorry, I don't know why I'm doing this. You guys don't need to see my medical injury history. But it's just, when you do this, you get follow-up questions, right? So if I say, yes, there's allergies or reactions, you're going to find out what the information here is. So for myself, I would say bee venom carries an EpiPen, right? Bee venom needs an EpiPen. All right, and then we can go through this. If I have like a past head injury, you're going to go through the information that is relevant for that. If I have vision problems, do I wear eyeglasses? Any of this information. If I've indicated on here yes for any of these and I don't fill this in, it won't let me submit the form. So let's try that. Yep, because I didn't put in the information that needed to be filled in, I now have to go back and make sure I fill everything in. And it's in red for the things that need to be corrected. Okay? So for the sake of moving on, I'm going to go through, basically, this is what all of this will look like, okay? I'm going to pause it. We'll get to the end. First few things we've gone through were actually just for athletes. Now we're going to get to the things that are for everybody. So you notice that there's this general compact, and this is an agreement between the teachers, the students, and the school, the family members as well. And it's about how we support our students in academics as well as their personal life. There's all the information that you need to go through. You've got to sign, and the students have to log in and sign here so that they get instruction on what to do. They're going to have that after you complete all of these forms. So all the information here on the left-hand side. You'll make sure that you sign things like the image release consent if you want your student to have photos taken of them that we can use on our website. So the website here that has pictures, there's times where there will be pictures of students on this website. And if you're not willing for that, that is okay. But you just have to indicate it, no or yes. So I do consent or I do not consent to images being taken of your student. And then a Chromebook responsibility agreement. So this is the agreement that they will be responsible with the Chromebooks that we issue to them that are school property, but they can still take home. Make sure we give consent for health information to be shared with medical practitioners who may need to know about it. And then finally, on the end here, we're going to need to know for physicals. So they're going to have completed a physical for their athletics department. And you'll go through all of this, and I know it looks like it's a lot. It is really, it's a lot of checking it off and signing it. And then the nice thing is we'll show you what it looks like once all this is done. So once the parents filled everything out, the junior high student will then receive, or any student will then receive an email. And this is why we use their Mount Healthy email account, is then they can log into their Mount Healthy email account. They can do that while they're here at school or if they're at home. And then they can sign the information that they need to sign to confirm. And that you see, there was a lot of stuff I had to write out, but that was because I was also completing sports forms for my student as well. Now what you can do is if you have another student, so you have another student you want to enroll in sports, you have another student in the district, you can go ahead and click add another student. Or you can go take a look at the students that are already assigned to you. You get the option now, once you're here, the student needs to sign these forms. They are incomplete until the student signs them. Once they're completed, this will say completed forms and it will turn green and everything's good. You can update their forms if needed through this link here. And give me 1 second here. We're going to show you. So this is if I need to change any information, I can go back to this page. So it gives you the chance to change anything they need to have that changes throughout the school season or school year or the sports season. If I'm not participating in a sport, I see this right here. I say skip, not a student athlete. And there's much less information I need to fill in. And the nice thing about this is all of this information here in the middle will stay saved and will automatically be filled in when you go to renew a student, when you go to update anything every school year. You don't have to type all this in again. The point is so it's easier for us to continue to maintain the records for our kids and easier for you to keep track of all your kids in one nice location. If you have any questions about this, please don't hesitate to reach out to our central office, our Board of Education office. You can call them at 513-729-0077, and we can make sure that you get the help that you need. Thanks for watching.